All right, so welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex, and if it's your first time here, I make motorcycle adventure films, and I also review tech and gear for motorcycles when I can. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto devices from Carpuride and aoci. But before we look at the technology, I want to say something important, or I think is important, and the main reason why I'm actually doing this video in the first place, because when they approached me, I had zero interest in reviewing the products because I didn't think I needed it, right? I have my phone attached to my bars. I got the Garmin set up for my navigation, and I really didn't think that would, improve usability or anything like that. But I was thinking about it, and I had an epiphany, and I realized that us motorcyclists might be doing one of the dumbest things we could ever possibly do on a motorcycle. So let me explain. So as adventure riders, we go off the grid very often. So we get a device like this, which is a satellite communication device where you can send text and all that stuff. But the main thing is that you pay a subscription, and you now are able to hit this little SOS button on the device. And if you have an accident, you are able to get rescue services to come and get you. But we always carry this on our person, right? Because if we have an accident, the motorcycle goes over there and we're over there. This is on us, and we can just hit the SOS button and get rescued. The part where I realize how dumb we are is that the other form of communication that we have in an emergency is our cell phone. And most of us, if not all of us motorcyclists, from adventure riders to street riders or whoever, are attaching our phones to the motorcycle. And if we have an accident and the bike is over there and we're over there, you can't make it that phone call. You know what I mean? So that was the moment where I realized that having the Apple CarPlay Android Auto device attached to the motorcycle, and our phone on our person is a way safer to be out there riding, because you could be going down some country road which doesn't have a lot of traffic, have an accident, and someone might not come across you for an hour or two, right? Same thing if you're riding at night and you go off the road, someone might not find you. So having your cell phone on your person, whether you're in cell phone range or not, I mean, I know Apple has that SOS satellite feature now, which is really important too. We need to be keeping these things on us, you know what I mean? And not attaching them to our motorcycles anymore. It seems to be something that was probably super obvious, but it wasn't to me. I don't know if it was to anybody else, but this is now going to be the change that I'm making to my motorcycle setup. So I'm going to have an Android Auto device on the actual bike itself. The cell phone is going to stay on me when I'm going. I know I'm going way off the grid. This is coming with me, and it's going to be a way better it's going to be a way better setup and a heck of a lot safer. So that's me jumping off my soapbox. So let's go over and now look at the technology and go over why it's even better than I thought. All right, so I found myself a little bit of shade so you can see the screen a little bit better. We're going to be starting with the aoci C6 Pro. It is a device that has a touchscreen, which is 6.25 inches. Works really well with gloves too. I like it very much. And which brings me to the second safety feature about these units, is that the usability is so much better than using your phone. The phone has some really small buttons to try and navigate through. So this is designed to be used while driving or riding in this case. And just at a quick glance, you can certainly use everything. And the cool thing about this device too is that it works really well with voice. So actually, I don't think I have my thing turned on. I have a Cardo, so now that my phone is connected, watch this. So I can actually hit just the microphone and be take me to the zoo, Toronto Zoo. Done, right? Amazing. So you could use voice with it. You can actually, while riding, I discovered you could actually type as well. So I wouldn't suggest doing that. Just use the voice. It's a lot easier. Works really well. So yeah, I have my Cardo attached to my phone, and then my phone is attached to this, and it works completely seamlessly, which is totally awesome. So this comes with a whole bunch of other features too. So it has integration with tire monitoring system. So you get these little caps that go on your valves, and you could use that to measure your tire pressure. And I did test it because the Harley actually has a tire pressure monitoring system, and it completely matches exactly what the Harley is telling me and what the aoci is telling me. That's actually really, really good. It also has rear and front facing cameras if you want to attach those as well. Here's me playing with those. I didn't attach them directly to the bike because I do film all my rides, so I don't really need cameras running 24/7, but they do supply you with a memory card where you can install this on the device itself, and you can just loop record and record your rides, in case of another accident. So that's another good safety feature about this specific unit. Now let's take a look at the Carpuride. The Carpuride is a little bit different. It's a different model. It's a 7.7-inch screen. It doesn't have all the features that the aoci has, but just note that there is a 6-inch Carpuride that is almost the exact same shape as this, and also has all the features that this one has. So it's just that Carpuride sent me a different device than aoci did. So I don't think they're the exact comparable models, but I don't think that's important either, because you just need to find what model device is good for your setup. So the Carpuride, I actually couldn't install it on here because it's so big that I would have to place it here, and I already have my GPS here. This works really well on my bars, so I installed it on my friend's KTM 890R Adventure R, and yeah, it fits much better with his setup. So let's take a look at that real quick. So the Carpuride, obviously a little bit different than the aoci. This is a 7-inch screen, so a lot more square than the rectangular cell phone kind of size of the aoci. But it's just a Apple CarPlay, Android Auto device. There's no other major big features like the aoci has. The tire monitoring system. It has the cameras and all that stuff. Nothing that I'm interested in using. I mean, my bike already has TMPS, the tire monitoring, and I'm not interested in putting cameras on it. I got a million cameras running anyway all the time with the camera, so really don't need it, and not interested in having more wires all over the bike. So yeah, so this is fantastic. Screen resolution is actually quite good. It's not super fast. I mean, it's I don't know, man. It's actually pretty quick. No, it's good. Works awesome with gloves. You get all of your apps from your phone. So something like this, you can use off-road maps, I guess, to do some GPS routing when you're off the grid. But if you really want to be able to utilize, GPS and satellites and be able to reroute when the time going gets tough, then you kind of have to have an actual GPS unit, like a Garmin or something. But yeah, around city and local riding, this is fantastic. Plus, it's so much safer, using this than having your phone connected to the bike. Because if you ever get launched, like I'm riding, there's cars that are passing and stuff. But if I end up, crashing into the bushes or something, I could be there for hours on end. You know what I mean? And pretty hurt or whatever. And if I'm not carrying my my inReach, which happens quite often when I'm just riding locally, not having the phone on my person in that circumstance would be kind of catastrophic. So from a safety standpoint, I'm now going to be mostly always keeping my phone in my pocket. I do have my satellite on me today, so don't question me. Yeah, so the phone's going to go in the pocket. I'm going to be having the Apple CarPlay on the actual bike. And then from a usability standpoint, it is so much nicer to use Apple CarPlay than on the phone. So in conclusion, I do believe that attaching one of these type of devices can be a lifesaver. It's much, much easier to use, and it keeps your cell phone in your pocket where it belongs. So if you learned anything today, please do like and subscribe. And please do use the affiliate links if you do want to buy one of these devices. It would help the channel immensely. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.